Have you ever wondered how the things you use every day are made? We live in an overly industrialized world, and the reality is that everything we use probably came from a factory. While this may seem completely normal to us, the production of some objects and foods is truly fascinating. So sit back and relax, because we're going to look at 10 incredibly satisfying manufacturing processes. Many gloves found in construction stores are made with an outer layer of rubber and an inner layer of fabric. This is so that the worker can use them comfortably on cold days, but how is it achieved? In factories that produce these items, the first thing that is made is the fabric gloves. They are then dipped in a vat of molten rubber at 180 degrees, which instantly adheres to the fabric. As we can see, there are rubber gloves in an endless variety of colors, which can be achieved by applying different dyes to the molten rubber. However, we don't recommend getting too close to this vat. Workers in these type of factories must be very careful, as falling into this viscous liquid at 180 degrees means certain death. You probably don't care much about the color of the rubber you've been dipped in. Ice cream is everyone's favorite ally on hot days, and it's a food item that doesn't escape the industrialization process. The ice cream you find in stores is not exactly artisanal and comes from these giant automatic machines. Each stage of this factory is responsible for a different task. First, they dip the sticks in melted chocolate and then roll them in a delicious giant basket of crushed nuts. Once the coating is dry, they are deposited onto a conveyor belt that quickly packages them. Later on, these ice creams will be grouped into boxes and distributed to all the markets in the region. Of course, it's always important to maintain an appropriate temperature so that the ice cream doesn't melt and is in optimal condition to be devoured. Suitcases are necessary instruments for carrying our belongings, so it is important that they are rigid and resistant. Achieving this in the manufacturing process is extremely unusual. First, the factory produces the internal part of the suitcase. The interior of suitcases can be made of various materials, which takes a little more time and dedication. However, manufacturers must ensure that the outmost section can be solid enough. To achieve this, they produce a hard inner layer that is pressed against the liquid outer protective cover. By producing this vacuum pressure, the protective layer of different colors is sealed to the interior and hardens. The color and design will depend on the style the manufacturer is trying to achieve. Thanks to this, we can find a great variety of suitcases to buy for our next vacations. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to give it a like. Every like is of great help in order to continue creating interesting content. Let's continue. Returning to ice cream, there is another no less irresistible presentation, which is ice cream in a cup. The cup, or a container, is placed under a metal spout, which is inserted and deposits the ice cream while it is spinning. This also allows adding other ingredients such as chocolate, vanilla, and many other flavors that combine. Undoubtedly, the process is as satisfying as enjoying one of these delicious desserts. Hay is one of the most consumed foods by livestock, so thousands of bales are circulated every day. As we can see, it is made up of grass and other forages, so they must be wrapped to arrive in perfect condition to their destination. These mobile machines are in charge of this task, using two arms that wrap the hay while rear wheels move it. The process itself is quite mesmerizing. The result is a fully packaged hay ready to be distributed to farms as food for the livestock. Pasta is one of the favorite dishes of many people, especially when accompanied by a good sauce. Fresh pasta is usually made by hand, but the packaged pasta we usually find in the market comes from a factory. This means that in all stages of the preparation of this food, different machines that cut and mold the pasta in an automatic way were involved. Here we can see this blade moving in a circular way while the pasta is extruded through the openings and cut into its proper size. In this way, it is possible to produce thousands of noodles in a few minutes to be packaged later. Contraception also has a highly automated industry, which requires a much more supervised, if not stricter, process. The raw material used is a latex or rubber of very low thickness, which must go through a revision stage by the operators. Tests are carried out with special machines that allow water to enter, something similar to filling a balloon. They also fill them with air to test in order to test the resistance and integrity of the latex under different pressures. This is done to ensure that they do not have any breakage or punctured parts, as if this happens, the entire lot must be discarded. Although so much control may seem exaggerated, it is necessary to ensure the maximum safety and reliability of the contraceptive. Would you like to receive notifications every time we publish new content? Then I invite you to click on the bell icon to receive alerts and not miss any updates from the channel. Let's continue with the video. Fruit is an important raw material for the production of many products. To ensure a clean cut that is just the right size, the rotating blade does it at a surprising speed. This is so fast that even the camera is unable to capture the movement clearly. Imagine how dangerous this blade could be if an operator is unlucky enough to insert a finger or some part of their body into this opening. The result would be an unpleasant human mince. Fortunately, human intervention is not necessary in the production of chopped fruit, as the entire process is 100% automated. If the fruit, ice cream and pasta made you a little hungry, with the food in this position, you will definitely run out to eat something. This factory produces the French fries that we can find on the McDonald's menu, and as we can see, the process begins with freshly harvested tubers. To be used by the fast food chain, it is necessary to wash and peel all the potatoes, something that is done in a rotating drum that throws hot water. Subsequently, they must pass through a grid that makes cuts in just the right sizes for frying. Then the freshly cut potatoes are sifted to remove any remains and ensure that they all have the exact same size. In this manufacturing process, dextrose, a type of natural sugar that provides flavor and its characteristic golden color, is also added. Once the mixture is finished, the potatoes are wrapped and distributed to all the local outlets under strict temperature control. Next up, the Big Mac Extra Large Combo. If you are one of those who hate cooking, you surely know these classic instant noodles. Ramen noodles are manufactured in a similar way to what we saw before, but the process has some differences. To begin, they must go through a belt and then dehydrate in small individual containers. Once they have lost all moisture, different seasonings are added and they are both put together to thermally prepared containers. Finally, the containers are prepared in boxes and transported to the shelves of the region. That's the end of our video of 10 surprising manufacturing methods. Personally, I was very impressed by the care and detail of all these products. Although we are used to enjoying them after purchase, behind each of these goods lies the work of many people. I hope you enjoyed this content and invite you to share in the comments which one you found most satisfying. See you soon.